Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Mek Shop, because all the orcs is cockney and we likes doing orky things. But anyway guys, so hello and welcome back to the next instalment in my orc army so far. To be honest with you guys, I tried to record this video. This is the fourth time I tried to record it. I'm a little bit hungover, so I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm sorry if I don't quite sound as peppy or as upbeat as I normally do. But anyway guys, what we're going to look at today, we're going to be looking at boom! This big fucker right here. This is a big track that I decided to make because I wanted a big track and I wanted a massive cannon on it. You might argue it looks more like a looted wagon, but it's my army, so I say it's a big track, and it is a big track, so there. But anyway, basically I wanted a big track because you can have what's called a super cannon on there, which is a ridiculously strong cannon for orcs. It's 60-inch range, strength 9, AP 3, large blast, so it can really fuck up somebody's day. So anyway, I decided to do this, and now you will recognise this turret, this top turret here. Unfortunately, it doesn't turn. It's kind of glued in with fucking motherfucking Gorilla Glue. I found this stuff the other day. Fucking sweet. But anyway, I digress. Yeah guys, so this is actually, you'll recognise this from my Mega Fortress. I've since building it and been partly painted, I kind of have pulled it apart because it's just too big, and the colour scheme that I'm going to go for really doesn't call for that amount of just sheer raw metal. Speaking of colour schemes guys, I really don't know what I should do with these. I feel that I should add a little splash more colour, maybe some reds or yellows. Leave a comment in the doobly-doo down below as to what you think. But anyway, so I'm digressing. I used the top turret, so basically that was already made. I took this little guy out, painted him, a little grot rigger. The bottom half is a spare Chimera chassis I had. I kind of took out the Stormbolt and replaced it with this gun here from the Killer Can set, and it fit perfectly. It is a big track after all, so I did need to make some big tracks. So I glued these extra tracks onto the top of the regular tracks just to make it a bit more tracky. And I'm conscious I've said tracks far too many times. Tracks, going slightly insane. But anyway, so you guys will notice that they're all battered up and dinged up, and you can probably see them a little bit better on the underside here where I've neglected to paint it. I don't paint the undersides of my vehicles, I don't fucking see the point. But anyway, so they're all dinged up and battered. Now, I did a video on this a couple of years ago, how I do this, and I'll share it with you now. And you can actually see it quite easy on this one, but I basically chew them up. I cut the plates out, chuck them in my mouth, chew them up, and it gets all dented and battered and curled up like that. And then you just clean them off. If you had something particularly smelly like garlic or something like that, and yeah, just ready to glue on. But they look really cool, and it looks really orky. We've got some lovely engine oil effects. I think I might go in and finish off this cable a little bit better, like maybe put some other coloured strands in there just to break it up. But we've got some nice bits. One of the bits on here is actually a very rare bit. It's this smokestack here. Now, this is from a very old orc vehicle conversion set that I got in a random bag of orc bits that I bought off eBay about 5 years, not 5 years ago, was it 5 years? Maybe 4 years ago, something like that. And I decided to use it on here because it just looked, oh my god, that was a big yawn. I'm tired as fuck guys, so I do apologise. Anyway, I'm digressing again. So I decided to go with the blue colour scheme and stuff. I done some chipping effects and stuff, as you can see here. Now this is my favourite chipping effect personally. I know there's other ways where you can use rock salt and stuff and it looks a little bit more realistic, but I just find something oddly satisfying about doing this chipping effect this way. I've done a video in the hobby tips section about this. It's just black lines and you paint silver in them and leave a tiny little edge of black, and it looks a little bit cartoony, but I think with orcs you kind of want to go for that because orcs are a very comical race of the 41st millennium. Yeah, so unfortunately the turret does not move, it's glued into place, but it does look like a very imposing tank, and it really does conjure up, if you think of just a generic tank, a generic kind of army tank in your mind, this is kind of what conjured up. Is, you know, obviously without all the orky bits and stuff on it, but it's kind of got that low profile chassis with the big turret on top, and that's what I wanted to go for. I could have just got a standard Lehman Rust, jammed a massive cannon in the front of it and called it a day, but this, it looks nice, but it's a little bit eye-catching because it doesn't look like standard form. It looks a lot more similar to real world, like World War II style tanks and stuff, as opposed to anything in the 41st millennium. And I just love how oversized the cannon is. It's just freaking ridiculous. The only downside is it does fuck me beyond it again. Jesus Christ. It does kind of droop a little bit like a flaccid penis because it's partly broke here. The actual mount bit there is gone, but if you hold it up like that erect, it does just stay up in the air, you know. Erection. But anyway, fucking hell, I need to go and drink some fluids. I'm dehydrated as well, Jesus Christ. There you go, so some heavy rust effects on here. You can't actually see them too well. In fact, let me just turn this light out because the warm light that I use for my lighting setup is probably stopping you from seeing the rust effects because it's the same colour. Here we go, so you can kind of see it a little bit better now. The rust has settled here and on places like this armour plate, and if I hold it up like that, you can get a better idea of where the rust is. Now, it's such a cool effect, and even more here, guys. I don't like that. Everything looks really, really blue and really, really cold. It's like I'm in bloody Arctic. Let's turn that light back on again. I can't reach. There we go. So yeah, guys. So this is my big track. Let me know what you think. Sorry it was a bit of a rambling episode. Like I said, I'm very hungover. I'm probably going to be very hungover next weekend as well because it's my birthday. Woo! I've almost reached the ripe old age. I've survived life for 28 years as of next Saturday. How about that? But anyway, guys, leave a comment in the doobly-doo as to what you think. I'll also put a link to the Facebook page so you guys can go and check out there. You get little sneak peeks of what I'm doing, and it's a way for me to interact with you guys outside of YouTube. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you guys again in the next episode. See you now, and goodbye.